Uh, for once, we are early. And we have time to banter before the game time. Hooray! And for this we blame the DST because Carlos was here like an hour ago.
Yep.
While the rest of us were still sleeping, as you can see from my hair.
I keep refreshing the page. I can't. It's not popping up.
It's not?
Oh, there it goes. Never mind. I'm just late. Make sure that it's on mute. Cover it up. Hello, everybody. Happy Halloween, all that jazz, etc., etc. Hope y'all's week's been good.
The answer is maybe. On the news cycle, on my end, the strikes continue. Company is still refusing to pay us what we think is right and what the union thinks is right. So we are continuing on not working and getting union money instead.
Yep.
Union is has announced what is it? Convention strikes, as in there's like other people that are striking to show their support.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm sorry to talk shit about Nike this whole time. No, they've been really cool about that. Striking with you. I'm just kidding. It's not, obviously not. I was saying, implying that it was Nike that was striking with you, but that's not the case. Froggy, no, this is not Savage Worlds. That was a one shot because John was not available.
Yeah, I forgot to change the type of broadcast we're doing.
Oh,
so it's still showing Savage Worlds instead of Traveler. So, I can't win.
You know, we're so professional around here, guys.
You can see all the millions of bucks that are going into this production from the OLA alone.
Oh yeah, we should actually start hiring an intern to like do the thing for us. I think soon we'll be able to afford it with your help.
Yes,
Glad you know
yes. Remember, it's going to be an unpaid intern.
/2d4rpg.
We will pay in exposure.
Yeah.
Intern coffee.
Can't remember what her name is. It was a singer that tried to do this, and she was trying to get do a tour, and she was going, "I'll pay you in exposure." She's only just married to Neil Gaiman, you know. This person. And it's like, you know, you think about how much money he's made from like Sandman, you know, and everything else he's done. She, you know, for a couple of nights, she could pay them for their time.
Well then, I'm sorry to hear that the on that note, I'm sorry to hear that the struggle continues. We're with you.
Thank you. I'm having the easy
part. Workers unite.
I have the easy part. All I need to do is not do anything, and everything's going to work out. I'm not being one under the pressure here, because I have a house that I can afford to live in, even with the union comp, or whatever it's called in English, but union money either way. I can afford to keep on living as I have, and I get to stay home and play video games. I'm not exactly losing on this promotion.
Oh, so you're not sacrificing for the cause, man. I need you out there. I need you out there with picket and sign and screaming at all the scabs trying to cross the line. Hey, you get back in place. We will not be defeated.
Yes. So, well, but I am sacrificing something. I am sacrificing my income.
Yeah. Okay.
I am one of the few in the company that actually makes more money while working than on the strike, because the union money for most of the people is more than the company actually manages to pay for them, which is sort of sad. It's like 70 euros a day what they pay, which translates to about $85 a day. is the union money, and the company pays them less for a full day's work. So that's McDonald's money, baby.
Yeah. That's not, yeah. Well, I hope things get better soon. The system over here in the U.S., we're all fine over here now. Thank you. How are you?
Hey,
Insert this is fine meme in the
Hey.
USA right now.
Tuesday.
And also,
Tuesday.
yes.
Yes, if the strike continues, I'm going to be watching that podcast all night long. I'm prepared for that.
Who knows, man? What the fuck's gonna happen next week, guys? Next Saturday.
Yeah, I'm thinking of.
I
doing a
voted
live-
already. Yes, that's been done. I voted twice. I'm kidding. I didn't vote.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
No, you can technically vote twice.
It's just illegal.
You vote once, and then you get you vote
Listen,
in
guys,
advance.
I'm
and
already
get the-
brown skin. I'm in enough trouble with my votes. Okay.
The other one is to get the provisional ballot in case the early vote doesn't go in. That's voting twice, but only one of those counts.
Luckily, we're in Oregon, so we've had mail-in voting for the longest time, and every single year, all we do is we fill it out, we drive to the ballot office that's right in front of the National Sheriff's Office, and we're like, here you go, here's my vote, count it, thank you. Now. And also, yes, in sad news, Sean Connery, man.
Yep. Sean Connery is
Connery and
dead.
Edward Van Halen.
Yep.
Hey, I never told you guys my Edward Van Halen story.
No, you did not.
So, I won't go too much into details, but it's circa 2000, the year 2000. I'm working at some agency, and Mr. Edward Van Halen calls in, and I happen to be manning the phones that day as an intern. And he calls in, hi, yeah, this is Edward Van Halen. I'd like to talk to Jennifer. You know, we got to discuss X, Y, Z. I'm like, and then I instantly go, well, hi, Mr. Edward Van Halen. I'm Mr. Carlos Santana. Nice to meet you. And he's like, I could hear on the phone, like, there's this pause. He's like, listen, this is the Edward Van Halen from the band Van Halen. I'd like to speak to your boss. I'm like, well, hi, Mr. The Edward Van Halen from the band Van Halen. I'm Carlos Santana. Nice to meet you. I'll put you through right now. He's starting to get pissed. Pissed. He's like, listen, you little shit. I don't care what the fuck you think you are. Put me through right now. So I put him through to my boss, Jennifer, and she's like, oh, you must have been talking to Carlos Santana. He's our intern over here.
with us.
He's like, that was his real name? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Shit.
That is the curse of having a famous name. People don't take you seriously when you use it.
Sure.
It's
So
like,
it was cool. He came over, we met, he signed a couple of my guitars, and it was a cool guy.
Nice.
And then we did the thing that I'm not going to mention what we did afterward.
I do think the statute of limitations has passed.
Doesn't matter, man.
Unless
all
you did
good.
murder.
No, he you know, obviously he passed away from cancer, so we were trying to help him out with that, with some
With some medication.
treatments,
Okay.
stuff like that.
I
Anywho,
understand.
that's my Edward Van Halen story.
Yeah, you know the old saying, a good friend helps you move a dead body? Is that what you're trying to suggest? No, I'm joking.
No. Well,
Yeah,
I think
it's
man. I'm getting anxious. I want to see what's going to happen.
But that does remind me of the story that a friend of mine told me that his grandfather survived the Auschwitz camp. And it was like, okay, well, that's good to hear. But why do you bring it up? I don't know either. People just seem somehow happy about that knowledge, but most of the Nazi officers survived anyway.
Yes. Hold up. Hold up.
What did you just? What was that last bit? I didn't catch that.
Most of the Nazi officers were survived anyways. I don't know what the big deal is. Hold up.
Yeah.
Nice one.
It's well,
one of the nasty ironies is some of the Jews that survived were the ones that were forced to actually work the fires and all that.
Mm-hmm. The ones they needed were the ones that survived. Well, either way, less Nazis and more space Nazis instead.
Yeah.
Yes.
So bring on some stormtroopers. No, we're not playing Star Wars, damn it.
No, but you do have stormtroopers anyway.
Oh yeah.
It's a technical term.
We call them the sons of Zeus.
I got it right now. Ahaha. So, welcome aboard the Manticore. Currently stuck in hyperspace between point A and point B. Point B being their destination, which they only have directions to, provided by two separate parties. That of the spokesperson Morden and the techno-mage Galen. Both of them wanting them to go to the same place, but to do two opposite things. Meanwhile, in the ship itself, the captain, in his paranoia, has decided that Terence is plotting something. People seem to be moving in odd places, and has ordered the mercenary group, the Sons of Zeus, to arm themselves, causing almost a firefight in the med bay when Mr. Malone was not informed of this heightened security measures, and the captain didn't even bother to inform his second in command.
Yeah.
But the situation proceeded. Apparently, Mr. Howard pretends to be, claims to be Joseph Matthew Zadora, the owner of the previous ship, Jacaranda, or the majority
And
owner's
also-
father
Yeah.
of
And
Jacaranda.
he also, at some point, Earthgov vice president, I think.
Dun, dun,
A
dun.
little bit louder, Landis.
The vice president of EarthGov.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, the vice president of Earth Alliance. To be more precise.
So,
Wait, what about the VP of yours?
The
Yeah,
vice
that's
president of Earth
Whimsy's
Alliance, Joseph
Is what?
Matthew Zadora.
Whimsy's
that
dad is
right?
the vice president.
Yes. This was revealed a few episodes ago
Mhm.
when you were on Mars, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well then, I'd completely forgotten about that. It caught me off surprise again. I need better notes.
Or we need to play more often to keep your memory refreshed.
Or I could stop smoking all that weed.
Yeah. Yes.
No, you don't. You need to support the local economy, boy.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. By the way, I'm kidding.
All
I'm
legal and
just,
taxed,
I'm
then
just
it's
kidding.
fine.
Yeah.
He's kidding. He doesn't smoke them himself. He uses a smoke house to do it for
That
him.
was a joke, guys.
A smoked, a little bit smoked wheat beef.
But that's what happens. You lose your memory, man.
Yeah. Luckily, this podcast is not intended for children, and we can talk about narcotics.
I mean, speaking of which, Zadora's other crew, what's manned by Sasha and
A woman, my name is Sasha. Panamanian.
Panamanian
Sasha the
lady
Panamanian.
by the name Sasha.
Apparently, they have a whole bunch. They found all the drugs, all the good drugs in the place.
Indeed,
Yeah.
they did
Turns
manage to
out-
find a stash of narcotics that you
Yeah.
have been smuggling around the galaxy.
Yeah.
Can we be accused of drug running if we never sell the drugs?
You can
Listen,
be accused of smuggling even
Yeah.
if you don't sell.
listen.
Damn
Those
it,
are
of
locked
course.
up in that secret. Those are locked up in the secret room in the bay. Literally, no one will ever find them. It's impossible for anybody to find them. We're fine.
Yeah, apart from we found them, and unknown to us, other people have found them.
Well, criminals have found them. Criminals sound criminal shit. So I feel like that doesn't count.
It's
let's be
safe.
honest.
Nobody but us knows that they're there. Okay.
If you think about it, every traditional RPG party, right, are criminals.
Murder hobos, bitches.
Murder hobos. That poor dragon was wanting to rest, just sit on the sword, have a nice sleep. No, and a party just bursts in, and he tries to defend his property, and they murder it. Poor dragon. You know,
And
it's
steal
an
all his
endangered
money.
species. No, it's not just breaking and entering, murder. It's also potentially, environmental laws being broken. If that dragon is a very rare species of dragon, that's a fine, people.
That's a finable offense, indeed.
Yeah.
And
Well, anyways,
well, yes. So, let us start off with where we left off, which is the announcement by Mr. Cortas for all personnel to stay in their quarters. This is when sorry about that. Seem to have gas. That is coming out the wrong way. This is when Malone notices that Howard's communicator is going off. Someone is trying to call him.
he's still unconscious. He's still unconscious, right, Doc? Let me see what's going on here. Can I lift up his hand and then his thing pull it up. Can I see incoming messages or like identify who's it from?
Let me see. Do you have?
I'm not sure how Babylon World handles that.
Yeah, he's wondering, is the communicator let you like our mobile phones and you can see, I've got text messages.
Caller ID.
Caller ID.
My question is, how paranoid is Howard? Does it have some sort of a intruder detection software installed?
Howard is not paranoid. Slack is paranoid, and part of the job is always making sure you're, at least 2 steps ahead of somebody you're going to back to double cross. So yes, he would have. It would have been. Yeah, it would have been. It would have been like, oh, somebody can just pick it up and answer it.
So I'm thinking he has this sort of thing that it just lets you know that it's ringing, but without
It's blinking.
positive identification, it won't show you who's calling or
Exactly.
whether
Who
there's
the
anything.
fuck could be calling Terrence right now? We're all here.
Yeah, I would say only 1 of 2 people would have that. Only 2 people would have that, and yeah, so they know what to do if they don't get a reply.
Which one? I'm assuming the majority of Zeus's are here.
Yeah, you have only the couple that were there. The rest are taking tactical positions under the orders of the captain.
Landers, this is Malone, checking in. What's going on? I got Slack over here unconscious in the med bay.
No,
I've
Howard,
done as you asked.
You know
We
Howard.
got I'm sorry, Howard, correct. I got Terrence over here unconscious in the med bay. We've done as you asked. The Sons of Zeus here are armed. We're ready to go. Explain yourself.
It turns out that Mr. Hart,
and somebody's trying to message him. I'm assuming that's not you, right?
no, it's not. I'm not trying to message him. What I have discovered is that Mr. Howard has hired 2 separate groups when the Sons of Zeus could have actually fulfilled all the actual spots needed.
Is that right? Because we have fulfilled the entire group with all of the rest of your crew.
they have an company.
All right. you stay-
Also, I've talked to the leader, Sus there, and he's saying he hasn't heard or knows of the reputation of the other crew. Generally, merc groups know other merc groups. This one is unknown.
Stop beating around the bush. What are you trying to say? You trying to say that Terrence is dirty?
I'm saying, for some reason, he's introduced another group. He might be. I don't know. I thought he was trying to commit suicide, I'll be honest. I thought he was out the airlock.
Stand by. I'm going with you. I want to review the security footage. You. Come with me. You stay here and with the doc and make sure that nothing happens to Terrence. Can you handle that? I make my way up to the bridge to see Landis. Leaving Terrence alone. All right. Let's see what you got here. Terrence goes out by himself.
Yep.
You come and you see it on the sensors. You come in afterward.
Yep.
I will always mention that you see Terrence follow all safety protocols to get out. He makes sure he's tagged. He does everything except call somebody, but he does everything else by the book.
Why would he do this by himself? Everybody knows you got to partner up with somebody.
And
Can we track his last movements from here? Miana, can you help us out with this?
You need me to do what?
Do that magic stuff you do with the computer. So I want to see where Terrence has been in the last. Follow his movements backwards.
Are you able to track his comm and where it pinged?
Okay, I will attempt this. Terence, would you roll me your stealth? Or actually slack, since he was the one in charge.
What would you like me to roll? I'm sorry.
Stealth.
Stealth. How well did Slack cover his movements?
Slack. Character sheet. Stealth. 8.
Sorry, sir. It appears that this Terence person has been avoiding the few cameras we have. The only video we have is at the airlock. To be honest, this was a pirate ship, and it was never a priority to remodel the security.
Damn it. He starts spouting off in weird voices, acting like somebody different. Hiring a different crew, going outside.
For all I can know, is this group might have something on Terrence.
Where are they now? Where's the Sasha and the rest of her? How many? The rest of her crew is like 10, right?
10 of them. I am about to send the sons after them.
No. We handle this ourselves.
This is when you receive a call. There on the bridge monitor there is an incoming transmission.
Yep.
And as you open it up, there is Shasha there, and the friend of Slack, leaning on something. Oi, gringos!
Sasha.
I hear you have our friend taken captive and under guard. I believe.
What did you do to him?
I want you to release him to us. Well, now. Or else.
Or else what?
Such bravado. You make a very good gringo, but we have the power here. Your engineer should find something nasty hidden in the engine room. And if you do anything too silly, it just might, disturb you. Great deal. You will find us at the shuttle, and if you try anything, the shuttle is the only thing that will survive this. And
fuck. Do we still have eyes on Doc? Is Terrence still there? Not Doc. I'm trying to contact the other
Guard.
I don't know his name because I didn't think of giving him a name.
yeah, random guard number 2 in medbay.
Random guard number 2 in medbay. Report in. Is Terrence still with you?
Yes, sir. He's still here.
All right, stand by. Do not let anybody in unless it's me or Landis. Do you understand? Or one of the Zeus. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Stand by. I'll fill in with more details and orders shortly. All right, Landis. Here's where we stand. Terrence is unconscious. We only got the Sons of Zeus and a few of others on our side. I don't know what's wrong with Terrence. I don't know what Sasha and her crew want with them. But whatever they did, we gotta stop it. I need ideas.
Unfortunately, this entire Navy protocol for this is more extreme than I want. If a mutant takes a ship and the ship cannot be retaken, the ship is destroyed.
All right. I got something. We get the Loyalist crew. We get Dujar. And a few others. It's their best engineer. She said she put some, what I'm assuming is explosives in the engineering bay and the engine section. I'll do Dujar and a few of the Sons of Zeus escort and look for them. In the meantime, you and I, we go to get Terrence. We wake his ass up. And until we hear otherwise from Dujar, we let Sasha think that she's getting Terrence, and we play it cool. But once we find those bombs, all hell's breaking loose.
What happens if we just destroy the shuttle?
Where is the shuttle right now? Where is the shuttle?
If we
go near her without Terrence, we run the risk of her detonating the ship.
But if they detonate the ship before they're even on the shuttle or secured them,
it's not a risk I want to take. There's too many lives here, and I'm done losing other people. Listen, this is more in my field of command. You and I, we go get Terrence. We see about waking him up. We'll make it think that we're turning him into Sasha. In the meantime, hopefully Dujon and the rest and the engineering crew will find the bombs. Dujar, this is Malone. I need you to report ASAP. You and a trusted engineer, a trusted few people, over to the bridge as soon as possible. Stat.
Well, they have the bridge, don't they? That's where the Sasha called from.
No, we're in the bridge.
You are on the bridge.
Oh, we're on the bridge, so where's Sasha called from then?
Who knows?
You called the bridge from somewhere.
Oh, they called from the bridge. All right, they called. I misinterpreted.
Yeah,
Okay.
they called through the bridge.
I got the wrong way around. I thought they were calling from the bridge. That's what I'm going, what the fuck are I told them to secure the bridge? No. The bridge is still secure. Good. Okay.
So,
Technically, you do have two bridges.
Mhm.
One on the shuttle and one on the main ship.
Yeah, we're on the shuttle. No. I believe in a...
You just cut off and I can't hear anything from you.
Sorry, I was joking. I believe in a mobile command system at all times. No.
Okay.
with
So,
Dujar, so we could either. I mean, I know what the my commands are going to be. The Dujar, take a few key people, start securing the thingy.
so it takes a couple of minutes for Dujan to arrive, and as he does, you have another incoming call.
Ding.
And it's Sasha again. Hey, gringos. There's my boy. It's been 3 minutes. It doesn't take longer than that to get from the Metro to here.
You'll get your boy. I don't appreciate what you're doing
You
here.
have 5 minutes. After that,
Listen, you. Dujar, here's the sit rep. Sasha's gone mutiny on us. She's planted explosives somewhere in the ships. Probably somewhere in engineering or possibly in the engine room. I need you and a few others to go search them out. In the meantime, her demands are for us to take Terrence and meet her. Landers are going to do that, and we're going to stall for time. I need you to work as quickly as you can. Use the personal scanners, infrared things. Look for anything suspicious. When you think you have found and secured the bomb and found the bomb, you message me and just me or Landis. Can you handle that?
that sounds weird. Bombs, where would they get them? You don't have that many explosives on board. If they do, they would need to place them in key
Carrying
locations.
missiles still, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh yes, they're still there. So they could have used them. If they're
Plus-
using those missiles, they're large enough and should be easy enough to detect either way. Like the ship is built as a warship, so there should be protection against internal explosion. So they would still need to be tactical with the placements. That should narrow down where we look for.
They might
Wow,
not
yeah.
have used the full missile. They could have just taken the warhead.
Yes, I'm aware. You don't need to use the entire missile to set up an explosive.
Yes.
Dujar, time is of the essence. I'm counting on you. Take care of this.
Yes, sir.
Landis, let's go see somebody about it. Let's go see the doctor. Let's go see a man about a horse.
What? A horse?
Let's go get Terrence and see what he's got to say and see if we could wake him up and I don't know.
You don't know why he's talking about horse, because you think horse is some sort of a marine animal, and you don't have any marine animals in here.
Well, it doesn't help that I've heard people talk about seahorses there.
Yeah?
It's just
some
an
sort
earth.
of marine animal, so you don't even
It's
have
just
an
an earth
photo.
saying. It just means let's go see somebody about something. In this case, let's go see Dr. Turner about this. Terrence about this mutiny.
Let's go see Dr. Turner. Yeah, that's a long trip.
Yeah.
That's
Alone.
hey,
Alone.
that's a Freudian slip. Freudian slip, guys.
Yeah.
We can make that happen. We can press the button now.
Yeah. Malone, with the power of his nanobots, has now got the power of resurrection. Behold, he is bringing back people from the dead.
Boy. All right. Let's go, Landis.
Yes. Yes.
Miata. Lock the doors behind you. Let nobody in except for Malone or I. I'm sorry.
Malone or I?
Landis or I. God darn it, guys. This is what happens when I don't have fucking coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
You had an extra hour. You have no excuse.
My time's all fucked up thanks to you guys.
Yeah, because we just do our DST change 1 week earlier than you guys.
And it's immediately after the show, too.
I know. Well, it's not
You
immediately
could have
for
started
him.
1 hour earlier. It doesn't matter. Please continue.
So you go to meet the doctor. The doctor is still in the medbay, being guarded by these two sons of Zeus.
Yep.
Who open the door only after you
It's Malone. Let us in. We're here.
do that. Exactly. And even then, they first point guns at you, and then once they recognize you, lower them. And
Good
then
job.
let you in. They seem to be rather professional about their mercenarydom, or however you call it. Professional soldiers. But yes. And there is the doctor and nurse anesthesia. Doctor looks at Colonel. Excuse me. Colonel. It is. I have found something for you.
Go ahead.
I have recognized this item that you have. This item in his blood. It is a narcotic of sorts. There has been a few cases of it in the mainly in Mars and Earth, and a few cases on Babylon 5 of late. About 2 years ago, but it vanished from the market. It is something called dust. It apparently enhances one's psychic ability. The psychops are very interested in this substance, and they are actively pursuing any findings of the material. Do you know where he got this? Yeah, not really matter. The point is, when I access the hole in it, they will probably. Sorry, no, hold on, it is Star Wars. But when I access
Is he still under the
distillery-
influence of it?
Huh?
Sorry to interrupt, Doc, but we're in a hurry. Is he still under the influence of this dust?
More than likely. The effect should last for a day at least.
Shit.
Can you detox him?
Sure, we could introduce more artificial blood into him, and this should make him less vulnerable to the effect. Hopefully.
How long will that take?
An hour?
We don't got that time.
Well, sucks
Can
to
you wait?
you.
Can you wake him now? We need to talk to him immediately.
Yeah, I can wake him now. Sure.
Do it.
Yeah, it will take me a minute. And he proceeds to stick some band-aid on him. And Mr.
Thank you.
Mr. Slack wakes up.
That's the Dr. Trump solution.
I honestly thought he was gonna be like, "Hey, wake up!" That was gonna be the wake up. Okay.
That would have been more stylish, but yeah. Hey, wake up!
We tried that already last time.
No. He
We
just
tried that
puts
already.
his head his mouth right next to Terrence's ear and just screams, "Wake up!"
All right, so Slack kind of, you see his eyes kind of open up, and he's just like, "Fuck, oh yeah, never again." Then he kind
Hey,
the fuck is going on? You tell me what the fuck is going on. Your man over here went crazy and belligerent on me, and next thing you know, I'm awake in medbay.
Sasha is demanding your release, and she's got this entire ship ready to blow up unless she gets you.
Oh,
You got some fucking splaining to do, mister.
I must have been out for a fucking long time then.
Oh.
Well, long enough for them to do that at least.
Are you?
And that means one of you fucked up. One of you thought you were the biggest dick in the room, and guess what? You're not.
Terrence, this is... Who are you? What is your name?
Well,
Because you don't act or talk like Terrence. And I need some fucking answers right now.
I only tell my friends my real name, but you all can call me Slack.
Slack,
Incoming
huh?
call to Malone.
Fuck! What?
Sir, we found the device.
You did. Sorry.
I wouldn't touch it.
Where at?
And it's in the engine room. I could tell you the exact location, but it doesn't probably matter. Looking at it, and it does seem complicated.
You've given me a lot of time alone in this ship. A lot.
You.
See, this is where you say, "So, Slack, let's make a deal."
Fine. What do you want?
Hold on. Let me tell my comrades I'm okay. I don't want them to get, itchy trigger fingers, kind of like your captain here.
I can't hear anything you're saying.
Stand by. Don't touch anything.
I said,
Hey, Sasha, it's Slack. I have been graced with the ability to speak again. How about we just hold off for a second? I will let you know if we have to escalate things, but stay where you are and keep froggy.
okay, mijo.
Doc, what is this? Is this a side effect of the dust?
No, the dust was just a experiment that went horribly wrong. But what's going on right now, this is what this is. You know what?
Now you have
You know
the
what?
upper hand. What do you want?
Unfortunately, I'm not the only one in here. Generally, I would just make decisions. I'd probably blow up the ship. I might even kill a few people, but I feel like the other ones would be mad. So I'm
The
going
other
to
ones?
level. I'm going to level with you. I'm going to let Terrence talk. Let him explain. But remember, if Slack doesn't come back, everybody dies. Especially you, chubby boy. Kind of points at Landis. Got it? Understand?
I understand.
And then you just see Slack just kind of, you just see his whole head just go, woo. And then immediate confusion, like, Colonel, what? Colonel, Captain, why am I in the med bay?
You owe us an explanation. Your friend Slack has brought murderers onto the ship, and he is holding everyone hostage.
You just see Terrence, 1 second.
Of course.
No worries. Yeah, this is going good. Fuck.
Ooh.
All right, I'm back. Okay, so Terrence just kind of starts pacing back and forth, and the med bay is like, crap, fuck. He kind of looks at you all.
You're still pacing. No,
Was that-
you're
was
still
that-
in the
What? Oh,
binds.
Probably more like you're
I would have. I'm
maybe
going to say
straining.
this. Slack would definitely have said release me. Well, then he couldn't have called anybody if he was bound up.
All right. Good call.
I would
Fine.
say that,
We're
but-
good. We're good.
So
fair enough.
he kind of he's like, I didn't want anybody to know. I thought I could keep him under control, but apparently I cannot. We cannot.
Terrence, let me get this straight. You brought multiple personalities in your brain onto my ship without telling us. You've endangered the entire fucking crew. Is that about right? After I took a chance on you?
It's partially correct. You know what?
After I gave you your arm? After I gave you an opportunity to redeem yourself for what happened in Mars? Is that about right?
You know what, Colonel? If you want to talk about things, the reason I am in the fucking place I am right now is because of fucking you. You fucking abandoned me. Then those fucking shadow fucking people, I don't know who the fuck, what part of the fucking government they won. They experimented on my head. Now I have to walk around hearing other people that I barely know constantly taking over my fucking body. So if you want to take responsibility, take it your fucking self. Do not attack me. I've tried my best to keep you safe and you fucking safe. But obviously, I'm the only calm one here because seeing everybody went fucking paranoid and decide to, I don't know, let the ship go into fucking anarchy.
Experiments? Was
Yes,
Elias
experiments.
Gray involved?
I don't fucking know. All I know is that one of the fucking people inside here was experimenting on me and on fucking Slack. And now, after they let me go, why did they let me go? I don't know why they let me go. But guess what? Now I have a doctor who fucking knows everything according to her and a career criminal. And you know what? It's tiring. I can't control them all the time. I can't. I just can't do it. So if you want to blame me, fine. Do what you have to do. Because apparently I'm the only one in the room who's never fucked up.
No. We've all fucked up.
And I'm not even gonna call it a fuck up because guess what? I wasn't even conscious when it was happening. So I had no fucking clue. He hired a band of mercenaries and he's doing whatever the fuck he's doing on the ship.
How much do you know about what he's doing?
I don't know.
Slack person.
We don't. I mean, it's weird. Like sometimes I know what he does. Sometimes I don't. It's not. Well, it's probably a science, but it's not a science that I know.
He's Slack has put some bombs in the engineering section. I don't think we can disarm them without your help.
Without my help, I have. Does Terrence have explosive?
I think Terrence did.
No, Slack does.
No,
Oh,
Terrence.
Actually, I don't know. Terrence might. Terrence might.
Slack's friend does, but Terrence has jack of all trades, so Terrence could probably make a
that's what I was confusing it with.
go of it. But look, I can talk to Slack. We can talk to each other. We don't have to tell each other everything, but whoever is in control is in the fucking driver's seat. They do what they want, and then that's it. Then, of course, I'm the one who usually has to deal with the consequences.
This is like that thing that happened with Talia.
Yeah. It's what happened to Femi.
And he spaced himself too.
To be honest with you, I don't think he was trying to space himself. He was on some fucking drugs, and he was like, oh, it's all high, and he just needed to ride the cosmic rays. It was really fucking weird.
The last time I saw someone go into an airlock by themselves, okay, he didn't tell the airlock to open. That was our previous captain, but he did it under the instruction because there was another personality.
Okay. Well,
What are we gonna do about you?
I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I just want to work. I just want to protect people, maybe bust a few heads if it comes down to it, but I just really would like it to be quiet up here. The others, you would have to ask them what they want. I mean, I'm pretty sure Slack would make a deal, but it has to be something that he's going to get something out for it. If you try to trick him or screw him over, things happen. But again, you could always just leave me on the side of a moon somewhere and just abandon me or let us go in a shuttle and then you'll never see me
I'd
again.
like to space you, but I'd like to give you a shot. I've been where you've been. I felt that pain, not knowing when something takes over. Being experimented on. Your memories. You don't know what's real.
Okay, but let me ask you a question. When you go up to somebody and you tell them that's a great conversation opener. What is the usual response? Hey, a shadow organization fucked up my brain. Can I have a job?
The ironic thing with the being, Mr. Terrence, is if you had told us, we would have believed you.
How was I supposed to know that?
I can appreciate that. I can. And let me just put it this way. My anger is not directed to you as a person. It's directed to the situation that I'm in because people who are a friend are my family.
Right
Again,
now,
I feel like you should be very distinctive on who you're talking about because I am not threatening anybody.
the situation that has arisen because secrets have been held.
Terrence,
Have
Would
you-
plan this.
on that?
But again, you hire me for a job. You give me payment. It is not my job to tell you a secret unless I feel like it's going to impact anything. And it wasn't until apparently very recently, and to my knowledge.
Here's a
How can we
That's
be
what-
sure that this isn't going to happen again? That Slack isn't going to take over and do something shitty without you knowing? How are we going to be sure that that the rest of the crew, we got over 40 souls here now,
also
that I'm responsible for? I don't want to see a single one of them die.
out of
I can't let that
character.
happen again.
How big is the capacity for the shuttle again? Oh crap, we got the big one, didn't we? We got the drop ship, so of course the 10 guys. It's not a question of can those guys get into that shuttle? Yes, they can. Fuck, it's where or not it's got the consumables enough to survive a trip back to wherever.
We got to deal with the situation at hand right now.
As far as I know, Slack only cares about one thing: money. As long as when he does certain things, you turn the other way. He usually doesn't kill anybody. Death usually is only a last result if you've pissed him off to a point where he feels like he needs to put it on the table, or you've backed him into a corner where that is the only option. And the doctor, well, to be honest with you, the only thing she's interested in is the weird robots in your head. Because she says she's working on a way to, separate us. But, when you look like me, no arm, weird military history, jobs to, work in, upstanding medical facilities don't just line up.
If we could separate these personalities from you, is that something that you would be happy with?
I don't know if you ever had somebody in your head before, let alone 3. Well, maybe it's 4, because I guess there's a fucking guy back there when we're all talking who never says anything.
Just looks down on you by any chance.
Is it what?
Does it feel like he's looking down on you?
I guess. I mean, he's just there in shadows, never says
I
anything.
think I know the individual you're talking about.
Okay, so 4 people in 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people in here. 4 people, each with a distinct personality, each with their own wants, needs, and desires.
Okay.
I feel like we should be happy that this ship has not been blown up already.
All right, enough. I've heard enough. I've come to a decision. We're gonna resolve this situation. We're gonna appease the people right now and have a semblance of peace. We're on our way to a very important mission. This is bigger than this infighting. And if we play our cards right, we're gonna have a favor owed to us by a techno mage. And then he can help. Terrence, I like you. I've always liked you. You've been a good soldier before. And you're right, I did abandon you. I did a lot of shitty things. And I had my shot at redemption. And I'm taking it now to fight against a fight that's something worth fighting for. And I'm going to give you that chance too. One shot at redemption. Help us. Let's talk to Slack and see what he wants. I'll give you this shot. But don't fuck it up.
You want me to talk to
last chance.
You want me to talk to Slack, or you want me to negotiate with him, or do you want to negotiate with him?
I don't know how this works.
I mean, I can give him control.
Go ahead then.
Oh God, this is the day. Then all of a sudden you just hear, okay, are you guys done fucking around? Are you ready to deal?
Yes. Slack. We're ready to deal.
All right, Malone. What do you have to offer?
Employment for the time being. Life. I've decided not to space you. Or Terrence.
I could just blow us all up, and then it would be a moot point.
I don't think you want to kill yourself, Phil.
I mean, I'm currently a disembodied personality in somebody else's body, so I feel like that's kind of a...
You ever heard of a techno mage, Slack?
No.
Slack, what is it that you actually want? Well, I know what we want. We want Terrence to be a fine, upstanding citizen, loyal to the crew, and not have our ship blown up. I don't want a single body. I don't want a single soul dead here. That's what I want.
Hey. I didn't start this. It was Pudgy over there who decided that, hey, I'm going to manhandle people, put them in coma, and all these other things. We could have talked about it. He could have just let me go and just let things be things. And then I would have had my illegal activities, unbeknownst to you, but hey, still, it beneficial to you. I would have made some money.
An apology?
And then Debbie. I mean, it would be nice.
Who planted the bomb?
That's a secret.
That's beside the point. We do this job.
Mm-hmm.
You will probably be involved in one of the biggest deals that you would ever make with one of the most powerful individuals that you could ever meet.
All right.
How about this? I am willing to forgo the entire favor payment that he would have been offering me. You obey orders, we do this job, and Galen you'll take the entire cut of reward from Galen. And when we get to Centauri Prime, you're off the ship, and we cut ties.
Okay. Counter offer.
I'm willing to listen.
We're listening.
I like this idea of a favor from an all-powerful being. Still's little grayish there, because that's all on the thoughts that we survived this.
This man has access to technology.
Yes, but we have no clue where we're going, and we may not survive tomorrow.
Or I could just offer you 100,000 credits.
I've already taken all of your drugs that you had hidden, and it's worth a lot more than that. Oh, do you mean the 100,000 credits you have in the lockbox in your closet. I took that too.
Fuck. Fine. Counter offer.
I get to keep the drugs. You do not touch, disrespect, manhandle, cause any issues with my dear friends. And the bond will stay attached until after the deal is made. I don't want someone to get all froggy and feel like, like, hey, he did what we wanted to do. Get him. Don't know if you know this, but you two aren't that trustworthy.
I think all three of us aren't trustworthy.
Touche.
Let's talk. I'd like to talk to Terrence again.
All right. Don't keep me waiting. I think Sasha's starting to get bored. And when she gets bored, she makes rash decisions. Then, he goes down and that got like, did you guys make a deal? I haven't actually had to do that. That means this many times in a day. So it's starting to hurt my head a bit.
You offered him the entire favor. We need that favor for the war, Landis.
It's not gonna help us if he blows up the ship.
Apparently found our secret room where we have all our
It's not that
stash.
secret, we've forgotten about it. We haven't even looked at it for months.
I don't want to get into the drug stuff anymore. You saw what it did to me last time. Kept off the alcohol, no more stims. I'm a different person when I'm on the stims. I wanted to keep it locked out of the way, out of sight, out of mind. But Slack here found it. And now Slack wants to keep it. And that shit is dangerous. The deal is, we don't fuck with you. We let him keep what he finds. And once we've done the mission with what's needed with this rendezvous point, then he'll disarm the bombs. How much can we trust Slack?
I mean, usually he keeps his deals for the most part. I mean, as long as you don't screw him over, he won't attempt to try to screw you over. There was a lot of bad shit that happened when I got back to Mars. There's a reason why I can't go back there. There's a reason this face can't go back there.
Was that due to Slack?
Yeah. Somebody upset him. It did not end well, and now I can never go back home.
Well, I guess I'm agreeable to those terms. Landis, how about you?
It's your rodeo.
I guess that's a go, Terrence. I have no choice but to trust you. And to trust Slack.
Okay. I mean, all right. Well, would you guys like to talk to the doctor too, since we're all meeting each other? I mean, she's fairly nice. And I think she's almost as good as the doctor you have now, Sergey. She really likes him. Say, it's nice to actually talk to another intellectual on board.
Yeah, so let's get this over with.
Okay. All right. Doc, you're up.
Yeah,
Like-
we want to get you to play every character.
Exactly.
Yes, come on.
You wanted me?
Bring it on. Bring it on.
Like, seems like you all have been very, very busy, Dr. Alicia Townsend. And she like puts her hand out to shake it.
I just look at it. And nice to meet you, Doc.
Well, I'm sorry if I've done something to sour your disposition to me, but I hope we can have a equally equitable relationship.
Well, at least you're a lot nicer than this Slack person.
Well, Slack is a interesting character, but he did fulfill a need I had during the experimental phase of my experiment.
So you're the smart one, huh?
I mean, I did graduate top of my class, if that's what you're asking.
Do you mind if I just clarify something? By any chance, did you ever work with IPX?
I don't know. So did she work for IPX, or would she not know?
As far as she knows, it has nothing to do with IPX.
I mean, I've heard of the company, of course, but I have not worked for them.
Hey, Mr. Elias Gray.
Now that rings a bell. He was the directional supervisor of the experiment.
Yes, he was my direct supervisor.
Because I also would recognize the name from
He's a
episode
guy.
2.
He was there when that first spider ship, the shadow ship, was discovered. He was there when the rest of my crew were blown up, and I was the only survivor.
Well, I mean, Howard survived, kind of.
All right. Woody, Dr. Townsend. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure's all mine. He shakes her hand. She has a very delicate handshake. It's like totally different from Terrence's.
A very effeminate handshake.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really effeminate if the personality is female, you know?
Yeah.
It's not.
She kind of
Yeah,
like,
but the body is a man's.
yeah. She kind of pats around. She's like, "Oh, that's where he hit him. Do you mind if I smoke?" It's been,
Yeah, we're in a ship. You can't smoke inside.
I mean, I've been doing it the entire time. Well, the times where I'm the one in charge, I guess.
That's why Jujar was talking about the filters a couple of days ago.
I mean, with modern medicine, it's no longer an issue. I could fix you right up if you feel like there are any dangerous side effects of me doing it.
Fine, light up.
And then she
It makes
lights
you more
up.
comfortable. Everybody very comfortable here. Let's all get super comfortable.
She lights up a cigarette, starts smoking.
The doctor calls a bottle.
Oh. You know, it has been ages since I've had a good vodka.
Oh, the good vodka. Just a moment.
Well, doctor, how much have you been keeping track of what Terrence and Slack have been up to and this deal?
Well, they have been talking to me back and forth as far as the issues, and I really have no bearing on it. I am quite sure, given the time and resources, I can fix our issue. But if you have a way of expediting that, then I am game.
Hopefully we have a mission, and in this mission, we have access to this techno mage. Their powers are beyond belief. Some sort
Where
of
do you
space
think
magic.
those nanobots came from?
Interesting.
The thing I'll just be asking you is impress upon Slack that, because I think all of you, all the personalities there are probably not appreciating having to share a body.
Oh dear, no. This is definitely not what I would choose to wear, even in a man's body.
And I say the same for Slack. I mean, let's be honest. I'm not. Everyone at some point has probably done questionable things, but at the same time, he's possibly some of the stuff he's pulled. If someone was to see the body in front of us, whereas if he was able to get himself into if it's possible, into a new body, he can start a new life.
So you are saying that this favor is great enough from this mysterious benefactor that he is able to safely separate our minds and put us in new viable
We can't make any
bodies.
promises. We can't make any promises
You're able
yet.
to do it with human technology if given the opportunity.
I mean, I did do it. I mean, there's a reason that this is just something went wrong. Very, very wrong.
The men that I'm talking about have access to technology that's generally on a level that's above even Centauri tech. If they might not know the technique, they can potentially give you access to the technology that might be able to make it work. That's a possibility. If there's anyone, I'll be honest, I didn't even believe that this was potentially possible. But if there's anyone that I would bet on having the technology to do this.
Well, the technology is not the hard part. The hard part would be finding 3 empty bodies.
Cloning. If there's anyone that Centauri don't really. A long time ago, we mucked around with this technology. We don't touch it now ourselves, but that's the thing. I'm willing to, as I said, just like I am willing to give up the favor to you lot.
All right.
I think you need. The thing is, I want it to be aware what that potential offer is. I do not want it to be.
We can't make promises. We don't know what the prize is going to be. We just know what the mission is. And we do know that no matter what, we don't want to piss off the mage. We also don't want to piss off Mordred. But that's a bridge.
Yeah.
I'm ready to burn.
And the thing is,
Miss Townsend is receiving an incoming call.
Oh dear. I haven't used one of these in ages. Hello?
Miho, is everything alright?
Morden. I'm sorry.
Of course, dear. Everything is going peachy keen.
And there is this silence on the other side.
Like, oh, do I not sound? Hold on, 1 second. Yeah, something's in my throat. Yes, everything is fine.
You don't sound fine.
No, we are currently working on a deal that should be beneficial to all parties involved.
I will call you back in 5 minutes, Miho.
Okay. I think I pulled that off. What about you?
Roll me deception.
Keep on straight.
Oh man, she does not have deception.
That was so good.
She is not the liar of the group. And that's with intellect, right?
Yep.
I guess that's not too bad.
Hey, first roll of the night.
Second
No, I
roll
guess
of the
you
night.
rolled a stealth earlier. Yeah,
That
my
was
bad.
a 5.
That was like ages ago, guys. Come on.
Captain, incoming call.
I'll bring up the communicator. Cortas here.
Captain, we have incoming vessel in radar. Designation Soul Hunter.
A soul hunter.
Yes, Captain.
Is that exactly at the coordinates?
No, it is moving towards us.
Is it on an intercept course?
Is the vessel on the intercept course for us?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. Out of character, I would know how a Minbari would act. They would be shitting their pants and telling all the weapon crews to man the guns and open fire on the vessel, right? How did the Centauri?
Centauri generally ignore them.
Mhm.
It's like, unless they get too close, but yeah, they are not well liked, but they tend to keep out of weapons range for the most part.
But they do know the reputation of soul hunters, don't they? Yes.
Yes, all the civilized species know of the soul hunters.
Yeah. Apart from, like, say, humans. until-
Humans have only recently been
Yeah,
able to
come across-
detect them.
And only a few people have had the reason to.
The only reason you probably are detecting them is because you have Minbari sensors. They do have really sophisticated stealth tech.
I'm just gonna. And they're communicating with us.
Hmm?
No,
Are
they're
they
just
trying to
flying.
communicate? They're not trying to communicate with us. They're just flying.
Yes.
I am just gonna say, just keep an eye on the radar signal.
Hey, sir. You know what it means when one is close, yes, sir?
Let's just pray it's superstitious nonsense.
I have no clue what happens when one is close.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Soul Hunter is. They're species known to come at the deaths of great individuals among species. And according to the stories, they save the soul of said individual before the soul is able to fully depart. Minbari shoot on sight.
That is completely idiotic. Souls are not a thing.
I'm not
Scientific
entirely
speaking.
sure if Landers would know that detail, but
I'm
let's roll with it.
I would just say
Exaggerating because that's
from
what he would say.
I've heard, no, from what I've heard, this is Jason and Barry.
Well, that's preposterous. Souls are not a thing, scientifically speaking. So why would we need to?
Let's just say this race scares most other races because when they do appear, we're talking about great leaders have a tendency to die.
All right.
So what are they doing
generally seen
here?
as a portent of doom.
A bad omen.
Yes. So a lot of species, when they see them coming, they're not particularly liked.
Fine.
That is perplexing. Well, I'm going to give you slack because I don't know if his friend believed me or not, and I do believe you don't want your ship to be
No.
blowing up.
bring Slack back. Oh,
Hey, Fatso, what you want? Slack doesn't like you anymore. He's just gonna keep on insulting you every time he sees you now.
I love it. By the way, I love that. On the meta level, yes. Slack, fine. It's a deal. Tell Sasha to back off. The mission still stands, but we need everybody's help.
Not a problem.
But afterward,
I could be a team player.
you stay and she leaves.
All right, but he just told me he wanted me gone. I'm so confused. You know, you two should talk. You know, it's very.
It's up to yourself what you do afterwards. You can. The opportunity for you to stay on the ship is offered to you. If you want to leave, you're given that. Okay. But she and her crew do leave after.
All right. I will have some discussions, but you two should really talk to each other. It is very unhealthy when couples don't communicate properly.
Thank you for that bit of advice. I'll take it under consideration.
Well, I'm still feeling a little woozy. I'll tell Sasha to come here. I will explain the situation to her, and you guys can go and, I guess, I don't know, do ship things. Sasha, darling, everything's great. I have a new deal. Pretty sweet. How about you and a few of the guys come meet me in Med Bay and we'll have a discussion?
No, mijo. You come over here.
You know, Sasha, I'll do it this time, but you have to remember I'm in charge, or at least let people pretend that. You know, just walk off laughing.
So, do you give the Sons of Zeus the authorization to let him through?
I just go, this is Landis. Sons of Zeus, stand down at the moment.
Stand down and stand by.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're so fucking mean.
I am so tempted if I just hear another fatso joke, I am just going to go, you know what? Burn the ship. I am so tired of this character thinking he can just get away with being an insulting son of a bitch there.
I mean, he's going to keep doing it until he doesn't.
He's gonna, now that you've told him that don't touch the button, he's going to touch the button.
Oh, no. This is, it just feels like, but at the same time, Landis is looking at it, he's just going, I think he's just doing that. He's just wanting a reason to potentially break a deal. He doesn't care, you know, he just.
We can't. There's nothing for now we have to trust. You stay on the mission. This is too important. We'll give him a shot. I want to help Terrence if I can. I owe him that much.
It's like you're just walking down homes doing finger guns to all the Sons of Zeus.
You're going all Spider-Man there.
I've just got the image. Can we have a patience roll from every Son of Zeus? Just to see if they don't shoot him.
Why do you even ask for stuff in jest like that? This seems like a perfect opportunity for us to take a break because I've drunk like 3 sodas already.
We only have half an hour left, but if you need
a
break.
Okay. No, that's fine then. No, we'll keep going then.
Okay.
We're good.
So, today we will be quitting early because Carlos has a hot date.
Yeah. I'm using the big L word here. I like her.
Ooh, that's good.
Don't ping her on the show. It will ruin everything.
I mean,
Are you kidding me? I never shown a chick. You guys, they're way too nerdy for her. This is I don't know. She might be into it. Who knows? We'll have that discussion later.
Either way,
It's like, yeah, I've got to introduce you to someone. But I've already met your family. Oh, no.
this is much, much worse.
Yeah.
So, let's see where this
If we're
goes.
going to pop the question, we need these guys' approval. what are they? The Godfather?
Yes.
They wish.
You wished you were getting off that easy. They are my D&D group.
They're my D&D buddies. Bum bum bum.
No.
but you guys go ahead and do your thing. But Slack does have an idea of something when he gets to.
Oh, God.
So,
We're gonna go do our thing. We're gonna do our thing and leave Slack to his own devices while he talks to Sasha. This could only go so well. Let's see what happens.
what do you do? What do you guys do?
I have never wished to kill a player character so much in my life.
But you'll be killing 4 people for the price of 1.
Hey, come on.
That's
the
a
price of
bargain.
That's a bonus. Because 1 shot, 4 kills? Come on.
I'm sure that's an achievement somewhere.
Landis, you don't have anybody stuck inside of your brain too, do you? Anything you want to share with me as well? Okay, I
just turn. I'm going. I don't think the Soul Hunter's for me. If he is, he's too early.
I feel bad for Landis. Every human he meets is weird.
So, in the chateau, the mighty chateau, the bandit speaks tonight.
So I update Sasha about everything. I say, okay, well, we don't have to hide the drugs anymore. I broker a deal. We get to keep them, but they probably want us off the ship after this mission. So we play nice. We get the drugs. We get our money. We get paid, and then we go our ways. But 10 million paydays, I feel, is pretty good.
It is not it's not every place we can unload this sort of drugs without raising suspicion. We would need to get to Beta 2. I know a guy there.
All right, well, we'll make it happen. I mean, they'll pretty much drop me off anywhere just to get rid of me, so I'm pretty sure we can get to Beta 2.
Did you tell them about the other bombs?
I did not. But, shh, secrets are good. She says, but while we're here, do you have the receiver?
Yes.
Can I have it?
Why?
Insurances, darling. I feel like they're going to want to keep their eyes on me very closely. And I just want to kind of, wave it in front of the pudgy fellow's face and just so he doesn't get froggy. Froggy.
That term's an
You were
Americanism that
acting-
means
You
frog
were
where you're gonna
acting
jump.
oddly there. Don't know if I can trust your judgment. You were speaking in oddly.
It was a game. It was more to annoy them, which is fairly fun. But come on, I've gotten us almost 10 million credits in product. I've got you paid for doing nothing.
Roll me persuasion with an advantage.
I would just love it if they, Slack's alliance breaks down.
That's a 6. Oh, man, I rolled low.
Sasha just raises her hand and squeezes her fingers around the cheek like this. Like, Oh, mijo. You know I have your best interest in heart. So you can trust me to look after you. But I am holding on to the receiver. Pet. Don't worry.
All right.
It will be safe.
All right, but okay. It's fine. But you know I won't forget it. And I just give her a kiss on the cheek. Don't forget about ours. And I just walk away.
Alright.
Okay. Somebody has just taken you guys' place. In Slag's list.
Adding her to the list. Okay.
Yep. Once the work's done, the work
She's
is
been
done.
bad. She's
Yep.
on my naughty list as well. She's getting the coal.
She's getting the cinder as the bomb explodes around her, I think.
She's getting a coal. No, she's not getting coal. She's getting
no.
cinders.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But Slacks is going to keep his words. That's all that matters.
Meanwhile, on the right.
Meanwhile, Landis and Mellow.
All right, back at the
Back at the
back
bridge.
at the bridge.
Ah,
It's us, Miana. Let us in.
Hey, Captain. Oh, actually, that's not Captain Kennel. My bad. But yes.
Dijar. And Dijar, this is Malone. Good job finding the explosives. For right now, your orders are to stand by and monitor only. We've got it resolved for the time being. The mission continues. After the mission, we can deal with the bomb. We've been assured that it won't go off until then.
I'm pretty
I
confident
just-
I could disable this one.
It's just when he's on the comm, Landis just goes, "Sure.
Yes, Sir Captain?
Can you confirm? Is it a warhead? One of the missile warheads?"
No, it is not. It's a more localized explosion. It is enough to disable our engines.
Is this anything from our stock, do you know, or would this have been brought aboard?
This has tough to say. There is a coating around it. But if I can judge anything, it could have been made from standard kitchen utensils.
You think you could disarm it safely without anybody knowing,
I'm confident, sir.
Landis? Terrence doesn't know. Slack doesn't know.
I don't think he's just going to bet on one bomb, though. I wouldn't.
We're gonna trust Terrence for right now to keep his word. Dujar, how in case I needed to, in case we needed to, how quickly can you disable it? Safely.
10 minutes?
Keep that in your back pocket for right now. Stand by. The order stands. We don't
You
want
want
to
me to
interfere with
pick
it.
it up? That's might set it
No,
off.
no. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. I will let you know if we need to disarm it. For the time being, we're not. For the time being, let it be until you get new orders from us. Let me hear you acknowledge this.
Yes, sir.
Over and out. Miana, or let's see who else is here. Jado.
Yeah.
How quickly till we get to the rendezvous point?
2 hours.
Landis, I think we should prepare, get in positions, release the crew, and have them go to the stations.
Yes. Battle stations.
I'll announce it over the comms. Ding. This is Colonel Malone, addressing the crew of the Jacaranda.
Nope. The Manticore.
The Manticore. Damn it, Carlos.
Yep. It's these
This
sort
is-
of things. This is why
Take two.
Slack
Take
doesn't-
two.
That
Trust me, we're gonna-
actually sounds like an in-character slip-up that he would make. Roll with it.
So much is going on.
The Manticore. We're 2 hours away from our rendezvous point. And we need battle stations at the ready. Sons of Zeus, your new orders are to
Man the turrets.
Hmm?
Man the turrets.
to man the turrets. Battle station shields up, scanners on. Alert level orange. Stand by for next orders. This is it, folks. These last few hours have been a little bit testing. I apologize. We're about to go into uncharted territories and need your best. I trust in all of you. We got your back. You get ours.
We're meant to, for Galen, meant to actually get on board this ship and basically retrieve it.
The Galen's instructions are to take them to a new set of coordinates.
So basically, we can just tow this thing, potentially. Okay.
Potentially, yes.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's what I wanted to confirm.
Yes, sir. So, Miana flips a switch and the ship goes in the orange alert, or whatever it's called.
Orange alert!
Station orange. And the Sons of Zeus are reporting in as they reach their designated locations around the ship. Slack is walking by as the fancily dressed up mercenaries run across the ship. Where does Slack go to?
You know what? Slack's bored. He feels like he's accomplished enough for today. So he's going to give the opportunity. You know what? He's going to be like, hey, new guy. Hey, new guy. Go ahead and take a ride.
The new guy does not seem interested. He's not responding.
You're no fun. All right, Terrence. I'm out. And then, yeah, Terrence just with a splitting headache because this is more passes through than he is used to on a given day. So he's like,
Plus the dust hangover still.
yeah, it's bad. Now, question.
How do you think I feel? I've got a headache keeping track of all your characters.
I ain't the one who has to play all of them. Come on now. And I was like, no, this is what Slack would do. Okay, here's what. Okay. Question.
You don't even know what you're gonna do. This is
No.
amazing.
This is why I'm paranoid.
But he gets into his room.
Yeah.
Now that question, that weird voice from nowhere, is this something that would just hit all the personalities on in or just Slack?
All the personalities that were in hyperspace, yes.
Okay, so yeah, he's just probably in his room, just kind of staring at the bag of dust, very, very intently.
Oh crap!
And you just kind of hear him just whisper, "We'll be there soon. We'll be there soon.
Shit.
This would be an excellent place to cut this, but meanwhile, on the bridge, 2 hours pass in the silence, anticipation. The Soul Hunter ship has vanished from the radar in the meanwhile. You don't know if it's still following you, just behind some hyperspace eddies or not. But you get a glimpse of what awaits you. A ship 3,000 yards long, sitting in hyperspace.
Fuck, that's just shy of 3 kilometers.
I was supposed to say feet, but yes, yards sounds better.
Yeah.
3,000 kilometer.
Yeah, a yard's
It's
just
big.
off the air.
Yeah, it's big. It has it has the mass of several of your ships, sitting in silence in space.
Do I recognize the type of ship myself when I'm looking at it?
It is Centauri design, by the silhouette alone. It has the fins of a Centauri vessel, ancient, by your reckoning.
Yeah.
Roll me tactics naval.
Okay. There it is. 10.
You do recognize this ship. This is a Centauri colony vessel. It's from like ages past.
It's from the Golden Age, basically.
It's a golden age ship, yes. These are the vessels were used to land on a planet, and they would be disassembled to be made into colonies. An entire city directly in blocks.
That would be at least anything from like 500 to maybe 1,000 years old. Then.
Indicate olden days. They made the ships big. These are the ships you used to make all the great colonies that today are centers of civilization and power.
Landis just stands up and he's like, what would the two of them be wanting with that?
And just as you're admiring it from the distance, your sensor operator, Mr. Malari, pipes up. I'm detecting several smaller entities around it. And this is where we end the session.
That was kind of boring, guys.
I'm sorry.
Fine.
I mean,
Okay.
there was like
You
3
don't have-
rolls.
You don't have to come next session. That's okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh, dude,
I'm
that was
sorry
fucking
that I
amazing,
didn't
bro.
blow up the ship.
That was cool. Oh man, choices, consequences.
Yeah.
I cannot believe I've given up a techno mage favor.
Can't believe it either.
Yeah,
You
me
could have
either.
said a favor, not all. Oh, I don't know. This is
Yeah.
who knows,
Well,
man.
the
This still
guy's
isn't
just
good.
basic. The guy in his head, he's already got, in his head, most things of value. So, for him to actually then think, I'm needing to offer something else that he wasn't guaranteed there.
Linky put it really good. Shadows, soul hunters, and technomagers. Oh my. Oh boy. This was a good episode, guys. Zimmy, you were fantastic, man.
I feel accomplished.
I mean, last episode you were all like, I'm gonna coma. I can't even fucking talk for the next 2 hours.
Yeah, then I had to be 3
You're the fucking star of this one.
I was 75% of the cast.
Oh my god, that was great. Oh boy.
I guess we'll just see what happens.
No free stuffs.
I guess we'll see what happens next week when I don't know. You got a bunch of personalities that want to sniff.
We tried to address
snores,
yeah.
Shoot.
Well, I feel like it's definitely kind of too late now because it's like we tried to address it, but now too much shit has happened that takes priority. He gets high. I don't care right now. Soul Hunter, Centauri civilization ship, bomb on my ship. I got problems.
Escalations.
Yeah.
Upon escalations.
I just loved how both basically. I just find it funny. Terrence is going on about, yeah, you escalated that, and it turns out no, he had rigged the ship up with a terrorist campaign of terror.
That's not the point, though. He's fucking gaslighting you, bro.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
I mean, that's his thing is basically putting people in positions where they either do what he wants, or he puts them in a position where they lose everything. You know what I mean? So either way, he's happy. And
he's betting on everyone else's own self-interest to actually walk out of the situation alive.
And if it doesn't work out, he gets to blow shit up. Fuck it. Win-win.
In his mind, everybody's selfish, period. Nobody does something for self-sacrificing reasons. And as far as he knows right now, you guys have not painted yourself as the self-sacrificing type. So he's like,
Yep. Oh, boy.
Can't wait for the next week, can you?
I all points has never lied about what he is. He just does things.
Yeah.
This was good.
Also, welcome to our to the new person in chat. Hello, Woodolph.
22.
22. Hi.
Hello. But yeah.
Oh man, and I mean, we still have Talia possibly to deal with.
You know,
and
like,
oh my goodness,
meta me doesn't want to touch that shit with a 10 fucking pole. But character me is like, Slack was impressed. So everybody in the head was impressed. So they're like, yeah, it's a good decision. But meta me is like, nah.
I really enjoyed how you brought in Elias Grain to that. That's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
That's
wait.
That's gonna come to a head here real soon, man.
It was like, wait a minute. Was that from episode 2? God damn it.
Yes. Yes, it was.
The long con.
I'm playing the long con here, boys.
Yeah, he's been playing one for 1,000 years, by the sounds of it, at least.
Wowzers.
We just need that. If we ever set up the Patreon, we'll do a mini campaign of the crew of that colony ship that just went missing. Listen, and how this sets everything up somehow.
The next 5 episodes will be dedicated on flashbacks alone. Just kidding.
Fantastic. We got a mysterious ship. We still got Morden versus Galen. Resolution. Oh boy, this was a hefty episode, and I cannot wait till next episode.
Yeah.
So, just Planets out there. Are we all good for next, or does anybody want to take a week off?
No, I'm fine next week.
What's that?
And we'll be back on the same schedule because your clock will went
Next
back.
week we should be on schedule because the daylight saving times thingy is going to be tonight for you Americans, and we already have ours, so we should be back on regularly scheduled.
Yeah. Well,
I'm hoping we will ditch the whole summertime issue anyway.
well, I feel like we need to wait until after the 3rd and make sure Carlos is in a good state of mind before we.
Who knows, man?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Who knows,
want
man?
to find
Next time
out-
we're flying Civil War, I might just be.
Yeah,
Like,
there
I
might
can't
be
make it.
some
I can't
fighting going on during the next episode. So.
Let's
Yeah.
not forget. I live in what is it called? I live in anarchist zone. What's it?
Yeah.
Anarchist regime, Portland.
Yeah, it's like you just going.
By the way, that was a great drop.
Reporting from you from war-torn Iraq. I am currently calling from Oregon after Trump has flooded our internet connection to nothing.
I am forced to use a dial-up modem.
I'm broadcast. I cannot tell you from where I'm broadcasting from. They're getting closer now. I only have 3 hours. Only 3 hours to communicate.
So
And
let's
I'm gonna
play
spend
the
that
episode.
plane. D&D. Oh boy. So and again, sorry we cut this just a little bit short, but I don't know, man. Fucking good pacing, good impact, great spot to end in. This was a short but concise one.
I will say that this episode pretty much is like that. Almost till we continue episode because he's like, but what's going on with that? And what's going on with that? And what's happening there? I don't know. I don't know. Figure out next week.
Yeah.
And if we were Star Trek, The Next Generation, this would be the best of both worlds, part 1, and we would leave you for the rest of the year before part 2 comes out.
What's happening? No.
Oh, this would be a good cliff. I mean, a good season hanger. What is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Season cliffhanger. There we go. Season finale cliffhanger. My words, guys. I tried. My words are not working today.
Words are too hard.
I was told there'd be no words.
But I will say this: we all think Landis is paranoid, but if you really think about it, every single human he has met has been fucked up. That's been on his ship.
Oh yeah,
every single one of them. Every single one of them has had some huge crazy issue.
Except the butler, the doctor, the nurse that are currently
far.
serving.
And you
So
look
far,
at it.
you're jinxing it.
As far as he knows.
No,
I have not taken any action against them.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Landis does things for a reason there. Most of it has been predominantly at the beginning it was just make himself as rich as possible. It was just him.
Yes.
Slowly but surely, especially with him being the captain, it was him trying to then, especially when he was the kind of battalion that was trying to get them, rise everyone up, you know? And when he thought, oh shit, this is going to go bad, and the result is not just me getting my neck cut off, it could be everyone. I've got to save everyone. So this is like everyone is now, I'm looking to do storylines do things where everyone benefits from the scheme, not just me there.
Yeah. Well, you know, you've been making good for your paranoia. You've been making good decisions as captain.
Yep.
I know, because Malone has been making all of the wrong decisions.
Yeah. I will say this as the person with the most characters in this campaign.
You can outvote us now.
I know. Looking back at it, I am kind of happy that Femi did not last that long because I feel like this would be a totally different campaign if Femi was still alive.
Femi probably, I could just imagine Femi would have turned, like, say, potentially Landis. I think Femi would have fed into all the worst personality traits of Landis.
Oh, yeah.
Easily.
I mean, Finney was drinking that, that Psycho Kool-Aid, super strong.
yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I think it would have been bad.
Yes.
This probably be a real dark campaign if that was the case.
Yes. Well, you know what? Think of it this way. Right now, Malone finally has some conflict, real inter-party conflict with Slack. I mean, both Landis and Malone have real conflict with Slack, and we've just been delaying it for a year.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, we could have gone to blows here. We could have gone to war here.
Yeah.
Landis, I think, saves it by offering up a deal.
Yeah,
because I mean, it could have been tiered. It could have tiered it away. We could have gone to.
This is where I say this is
Malone's solution is violence.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, this is where Landis has grown. If it was from Landis when Sador was captain, he would have just, if he heard, oh, Pudgy, he would have just been taking that guitar and shoving it right into.
Bold choice, and I approve, by the way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he would not give a damn. He would just go, my pride demands.
I appreciate Landis' growth.
Yeah. and he would have just done that because that's what his honor dictated. But him having to be responsible for his family, having to be accountable and thinking, my actions. Basically, he always dreamed of being the captain, being the big military commander, but his career never went to that point there. And now through other means, he has got to that point where he's going, okay, now I can see where my grandfather was talking about, that sometimes you just have to take the insult and just shut your goddamn mouth,
See, you're finally. I think for now, Landis is finally feeling the actual responsibility of command. Instead of like, I want it because it's prestigious.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like I have it, and it's
oh my
fucking
God.
hard.
Yeah.
And
This is why Malone was like, "Yeah, you can be captain."
yes, yes.
Never done that. Not
And again, ever since Doctor, I mean, Malone feels responsible for all those 100 Narns and those 50 Narns and the Doctor dying, and it's fucking eats inside of him. He does not want to be in charge and have responsibility like that anymore. It's even down to like when we had the opportunity to battle against the incoming. Black Arm guys, what are the fascist dudes? I can't remember the name.
Night Watch.
Night Watch.
Yeah.
And Slack fucking straight up killed that dude. Malone is like, I don't want to kill anybody right now. I can't.
Terrence,
I'm in a weird. Malone's in a weird
Terrence,
spot where
precision weapon.
Yeah.
And he blames you for everything.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that?
Oh, fucking guilt. I mean, it hurts. It fucking hurts. When you said that, oh, fuck.
You were the commanding officer. It's the responsibility of command.
Damn. I thought it was good, and then until you said that, and I was like, oh, no. Because you noticed that I had some righteous anger until that point. Yeah, that was goodies.
Yeah.
So goodies. Oh, man. We could talk on and on about this. The chats, you got any questions or what are they going on about?
There is a reason why Wooster knows why I'm trying to pull all these things out to keep.
Oh no, more secret stuff! No, you can't hang it. I can't.
Well, it's midnight and it's about time for Cortas Carlos Santana to get ready to serenade.
Yep.
So
somebody, I won't mention her name.
Okay.
Let me guess. It's Josefina.
Oh, yeah. No.
Oh,
one second. Froggy, due to like scheduling conflicts, because one person was getting ready for the military deployment, and another one was moving to a different job entirely, and his schedule was changing. They would only leave Wooster and John was working his weird shift around that time too. So it was like
Yeah.
too many people not being able to be around for consecutive weeks. So we just said we were not coming back. But hopefully soon I will be able to do something again with a full cast. We'll see.
And I'm supposed to be recruiting, but obviously my mind's been distracted on.
Finding love in all the right places.
I mean, it's COVID, man. Finding love during COVID times is fucking hard as balls, man.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm trying.
Well, it's slightly better. Well, could you imagine giving her that? You telling her, darling, I've got some bad news. I've given you. I think it'll go down better. You're going, I've given you herpes. And
Oh no!
how do people feel about it? What
the good news, the good news and the bad news is the good news is it's not an STD.
Well, you have to go into quarantine.
Yikes!
Okay.
Yeah, and that's a whole nother.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother thing.
Well, by the
Anywho,
way,
with that,
you know what to say.
bonus nachos, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bonus
everybody.
nachos.